I gotta explain to y'all why I was late. I'm gonna tell y'all why I was late. Come on in. How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel and thank you guys for who all been watching 2 videos a day, trying to keep my channel afloat. I greatly appreciate the love. But tonight we gonna talk about a few different things. I'm not gonna be on here long because I'm not even supposed to be on here. I'm supposed to be working on my channel. But so much going on. I wanted to talk about it. I'm gonna show a video by Mr. Willie D, one of my favorite podcasters, and he's talking about the incident with Carmelo Anthony and Carl. I think his name Carl Rittenhouse. Carmelo stabbed the other boy at a track meet, and it's turning into a racial war. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about what I'm going through personally again. I'm going to share with you guys because y'all my family. Hi, family. And I'm going to talk about China. Jackie Chan cousin. Me love you long time is telling everything. Me love you long time. Telling everything. Y'all know the other night I had an incident with one of my mods, right? And several of you keep saying, Nina, move on. Just stop talking about it. Right? You did, right? Well, guess what she did? Y'all telling me to move on, but when you're dealing with a nutcase, you can't move on. So y'all thought it was a game. I knew it was real. After I started going over all her messages, and I'm like, I wasn't even reading these messages. This girl is really crazy. Y'all know I had a case, right, over 50, protecting my daughter, a self-defense case. I'm an open book. I have nothing to lie about. So I'll share my story, my journey, because I'm real. I don't have no secrets. And this is why I tell my own story. This girl called my PO. She looked me up and called my PO, which I'm off paper next month on the 9th. I had non-contact probation for 24 months, 2 years, non-contact. I called every other month. So I actually only reported 12 times. So I'm like, what does she think was going to happen? And my PO pretty much called me and laughed at it. She said, Nina, she said, Miss Mayberry. Miss Mayberry, I got a call from someone. I said, was this such and such Jackson? She said, yeah, how you know? I said, go ahead, tell me, so I'm going to tell you what happened. So she ran it down, said the girl called her and said I was stalking her, that I'm bothering her. Then she sounded cray-cray because she said this. I was giving her money, trying to give her a car. I wanted to deliver washer and dryer to her house, and she refused, and she got mad, and that's when we fell out. So my PO said, you try to give her a car. You try to give her a washer and dryer. She got mad because you sent her money and told you to stop it. And who's stalking who? So she knew something was wrong when she said that. Not only that, y'all, she called YouTube. She tried to get my channel canceled. She said I was threatening her. Did y'all hear me threaten her one time? Last I checked, she told me she was going to come to Michigan and do something to me. This is why I keep track records. I have so many messages of her telling me she loved me, and I'm telling her to stop it. That was weird. I don't like women. I don't have no desire for women. None, zero. She was pissing me off. I have several messages. She made fake phone numbers, 616 area code. She called me since this happened. This girl had to call me about 12 more times. And then Sunday, I answered. I said, hello? She said, hey, Nina, it's such and such. I ain't going to say her name. I just want to apologize. Click. That's when she got mad and called my PO because she sees nothing happening. I deleted her off Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all 5 of my Facebook pages. She kept texting me, please let me be your Facebook friend. So for all of you that's saying, just let it go, y'all don't realize how serious this shit is. And come to find out, she's fighting a case right now. I thought when she told me this, it was old. She paid $10,000 for an attorney for pow a man. She's fighting a case right now. So I have to go downtown tomorrow, Grand Rapids, talk to the detectives and my attorney, and they're going to find out about her case, where she is. And they're going to contact the prosecutor, and they're going to give the prosecutor my information and all my text messages. Because she said the man lied on her and attacked her when she wouldn't leave his girlfriend alone. Not to mention, before that, it was a pastor and his wife. She wouldn't leave the first lady alone. So the pastor had to come out of his element and go off on her. Well, the guy she pow, she shot him like 7 times, I think. She shot him like 7 times. So she's a felon. And she's told me she still carry her pow around. They think that's going to stop me? So for all of you to telling me to shut up talking about it, no, I'm not. Because if it ain't me, it's going to be somebody else. Just like she left them alone and started messing with me. So people need to know who this woman is. So I'm not going to stop talking about it. And she's picking with me. She's calling my personal connections. She calling YouTube. I mean, the girl is crazy. So my PO told me what to do. She said, just don't say her name. Go make your reports. I even talked to the detectives in Atlanta. They told me once I get everything situated downtown, give the detectives here their contact information, and they're going to take care of it on their end. I'm getting restraining orders and all that. So she cannot contact me, period. I don't want her money. I don't want her time. I don't want her friendship. She need to go lay on somebody's sofa. But that's what I wanted to say for all of you to say, Nina, why you keep talking about it. You have to. People come up missing with these kind of folks, y'all. This shit ain't no game. I never thought I would experience something like this. It's like I will never befriend no one else. And I did it wrong because I got personal, thinking she's a mod. She wanted me to mentor her. She wanted to be cool. So I'm thinking, okay, we can talk sometime. Then she just started getting weird. What you doing? What did you eat for dinner? I love your eyelashes. Oh, I like your natural hair. She kept saying this stuff, and I'm like, don't do that. That's some weird shit. I don't like women doing that, man. Don't. I have the messages. I'm like, stop saying you love me. You don't even know me. But you said we're sisters for life. I'm like, am I in a damn Lifetime movie, Jesus? This is weird. It got so weird. I started telling my kids and family members, and I got in touch with some of the YouTubers that mentor me, and they was like, cut it off. Cut it off, and don't do it no more. So if I don't talk to people personally, y'all, this is why. Now, when I go do meet and greets, I got to have security. I got to have security in meet and greets because I don't know who going to walk up to me and be strange. That is nuts. As much as I love New Edition, I ain't never been a stalker. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. But anyway, that's something else. She bought me New Edition tickets. I have the text messages. She know I love New Edition, right? So she wanted to be around me so bad. She said, hey, I got a surprise for you. I said, what? I bought us some New Edition tickets. I think South Carolina. And I'm buying the plane tickets. I'm taking care of the whole trip. Just all you got to do is show up at the airport. I said, what? Aren't you excited? I said, no. I thought you loved New Edition. I don't love Ralph that damn much. No, I'm not going. So she bought New Edition tickets, y'all. How y'all doing? Read a book. Somebody said read a book. Whatever. You read a damn book. I am a book. How about that? Trying hard to be a man is really mental. That's the problem, you guys. I know women who are more forceful than men. My cousin, my first cousin in Chicago, is paralyzed from her waist down because she is a, can I say lesbian? I don't know if I can say that. Well, she's one, right? And I guess she wanted to leave the girl alone, so she started dealing with another female. They go to a party on the west side of Chicago, and the ex shows up. She pulls out a pow and tried to delete the new girlfriend. So my cousin covers her. She jumped over and covered her, and she got pow all on her back. So she's paralyzed from her waist down. She's been in a wheelchair now probably 20 years. And this is a cousin that was engaged, had a man. And guess what? The man got out of prison because the man was in prison. He got out of prison and took care of his woman in a wheelchair. And she ended up leaving him for another woman in a wheelchair. Now she got her woman she married to, and they both in wheelchairs. So, but these women, man, y'all gotta remember, even though they say they're studs, they still are women. They still have women hormones. Women have mood swings. We up and down. We clingy. So they do that to another woman. That's how I don't know how two women get along. I'm just being real. I can't imagine dating another woman like me. Oh my God, man. It'll be World War II up in the house. No. And I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. I just can't imagine a woman touching me. Didn't I tell y'all I love the feel of a man? It's just something about a man. The veins in his hands and the hair, just a little hair on his arms. It's just something about, you with a man. I'm sorry. I just never had that desire. And I had several women that tried to get me to go that way. And that's sad to me, because it's one thing if you do that and that's what you want to do. But don't try to persuade people to do something they don't do. That's like trying to get me to smoke crack. Don't try to persuade somebody to do something that you do. Leave people alone. If I never told y'all like women, what make you think you can cut into me? That's crazy. That's like me going over to the Muslims, to their mosque, and I got some ribs. Y'all better eat these ribs. They be looking at me like, who told you we wanted some damn ribs? We don't eat pork. This ribs is good. Y'all better try these ribs. I got some neck bones in the car too. They would think I done lost my mind if I show up to the Muslims with some damn ribs. So what's the difference? Why would I persuade them to eat ribs when they don't eat ribs and it's against their religion? It's against my religion to deal with the same sex. That's against my religion. Okay? So anyway, as long as she keep doing stuff, I'm going to keep talking about it. I am not going to be one of them people that something happened, if something happened, and everybody be like, what happened? Y'all hearing it from me first. Okay? People crazy out here. Stop meeting folks on the internet. I'm talking to you. Stop meeting people on the internet. You don't have to get on no dating site and go meet no stranger. You got strangers right in next door to you. Shit. Go over there and talk to Pookie. He ain't got nothing to do. Him and Ray Ray sitting there doing nothing right now on the street corner with their pants sagging. Take them home. Shit. They know how to wash dishes, take out trash, they gotta do something. But stop talking to these damn strangers, because folks really got mental issues. Did y'all know most black folks have mental issues that they never resolve from childhood? Black people don't go get counseling. They always say, what they gonna do for me? Get your mind right, crazy person. Go get... Have what you been doing been working? I had to go get counseling. Because I got tired of waking up mad at breakfast. Game banging on bacon. I'm like, what the hell wrong with me? I got that from Cat Williams. Waking up just mad at bacon. My kid's like, Mama, why you mad? It's early in the morning. Shut up talking to me. I was just mad at my life. So I said, you know what? I got to do something. I can't go through life just mad. So I fixed it. Now I'm happy at bacon. I love waking up, praising God, cleaning my house. Love it. I was about to move out, y'all. I just moved in here, right? Y'all know it's a nice place. But guess what happened? Chuck E. Cheese was in my basement. Yes, see, I tell everything. My brother came upstairs and said, where that mint spray? I said, why? He said, I just seen Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, hell, now it's time to move. I'm about to move. If they don't get Chuck E. Cheese out my basement by tomorrow, I'm going to a hotel. I'm just letting y'all know, I don't deal with Chuck E. Cheese. I'm spotless. And Chuck E. Cheese don't discriminate. I can walk y'all through my house right now. It smell all minty because, you know, Chucky don't like mint. But it's clean, it's spotless. I clean up every day. I don't leave no food out. And he messing with me. I got the plug-ins. Because everywhere I moved, and they always worked. I don't know what Chucky problem is, but one of us got to go. One of us got to go, Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie better get over here and do something. Take him back to Chuck E. Cheese because he can't be up here with Nina. So I'm just letting y'all know that. If y'all hear me, y'all see me take off running out the door, I'm on live, just know Chucky just showed up. I'm not playing with Chuck E. Cheese. Some of y'all got Chuck E. Cheese. Y'all just ain't telling the truth. I tells the truth. Anyway, y'all. Y'all see, Miss Arlene, that ain't funny. I'm terrified of Chucky. Shit, no, I never lived. I don't know if y'all ever lived with Chucky. I never lived with Chuck E. Cheese or the Brown Brothers. I definitely don't deal with the Brown Brothers because Brown Brothers come out when you got company. They act just like Negroes. Y'all know who the Brown Brothers are, them roaches. Them Brown Brothers, they just come out, we got company. Didn't I tell you don't come out till my company leave, you stupid mother. This food ain't for you. Get your ass out of here. They come out looking for food like we got company. Did they bring some Moscato? I've never lived with them. Never going to. So if y'all got some Brown Brothers, y'all better go get them plug-ins and plug them on in. Let me show y'all. I'm finna show y'all what to go get. Hold on. I ain't playing. I gotta hurry and plug them back up because I don't want Chucky to show up. Y'all see what these are? And it blinks and it's a sensor. And make sure you get this brand. It get rid of the Brown Brothers. It get rid of Chuck E. Cheese. See, Chucky, I think he lost. Because he be running around like he high. He just come out and be in circles like, how do you get that? How the hell? Because I seal up every hole. I go get, what is that wool? Steel wool. And I put them in every hole. I Chuck E. Cheese proof my house everywhere I go. So he done came his ass up in here and got trapped. He don't know where to go because Nina got mints and ammonia and plug-ins. His ass in World War III up in here. He like, this girl done went crazy. How I get out of here, Jesus? Chucky, if you don't figure out how to get out of here tonight, tomorrow will be your funeral. You got to go. Hold on, let me plug it back on. Because I don't want Chucky to come while I'm talking. I don't play around with Chucky. All right, y'all. Back to business. I just wanted to share that. I'm doing good. How y'all doing? Let's talk about y'all friend Jackie Chan and his cousins. I can't read none of y'all what y'all saying. Miss, she said, I like you. I like you too. Hey, Alice. How you doing? Can't see the brand. Oh, okay. I will put it on my description. It works. Let me tell you how I found out about it. I had a house, right? A big old nice house. My dad had bought it for me. And my biggest fear is Chucky. Since I was a kid. I said, Mama, what if Chuck E. Cheese in now? She said, girl, ain't no damn Chuck E. Cheese in there. So my auntie, who lived down south in Jackson, Mississippi, she had Chuck E. Cheese daddy in her house. And she had Flying Brown Brothers. You know, down south, they got Flying Brown Brothers. I used to be like, we ain't staying all night out here. Because we used to stay in a hotel. Because we didn't want to stay at the family members' houses. So she got the plug-ins from, somebody told her about them, and she cleared her whole house out. She said, oh my God, them things work. Whatever in your house, it gets out. I don't have a brown brother. I said, if it worked for her, that shit works. And everywhere I move, before I move in there, I go in the house like a week before and I put my plug-ins. But what happened was, this house is completely remodeled. So everything in here new. That's why the landlord can't believe it's something in here. He's like, what? Ain't ain't nothing in that. Yes, it is. They didn't have that brand. They had the off-brand ones at Family Dollar. They don't work. So I put them all over my house. Now, you only supposed to put one on each floor. But I'm so scary. I have one in every room. So if Chucky come in here, his eardrums just go start bleeding. And I know they work as soon as I plug the real ones up that I've been looking for. The raccoons outside start acting crazy. They was all coming from the out, hiding from the top. And I said, where the raccoons come from? They don't like the noise. They can hear it. We can't hear humans. The dogs was out there. Ah! I said, oh, this shit working. I'm finna put some on the side of my house. I'm finna put some in my garage. They lucky I can't plug one in my car. Because I don't give a damn. Let your dog cry. Chuck E. Cheese ain't coming up in here. I bet you that. I bet you that. So y'all got problems with Chucky. And some of y'all be lying. That's not. No, your house can be spotless. Chucky will go up in a mansion. He don't discriminate. And Chucky's everybody's city. Stop lying. So I'm just letting y'all know. I'm clean. Okay. And if I take off running, I just seen Chuck E. Cheese. So just go on and log off. I'm like, yeah, Nina just seen Chuck E. Cheese. So she's gone for the night. I promise you. We only seen one. And that's enough for me. But anyway, y'all, back to business. Thank y'all for listening to my silly, stupid self. Thank you, y'all, on here. Please show some love, man. What? Over 200 people haven't pushed like. I told y'all I'm going to show y'all what to get for Chucky and the Brown Brothers. Don't worry about it. I got y'all covered. And I'm going to tell y'all about the mint spray. Your house smelled like mint. The hospital put me on the mint, y'all. I took my daughter to the hospital and I said, damn, everything smelled like mint. They even mop with it. They said, you don't know, Chuck E. Cheese don't like mint. They don't. They don't like chalk. They don't like pepper. So you can just line it on your doorway. And guess what? If you have ants, let me go. Thank you, is delinquent. Thank you, juvenile delinquent. They don't, if you got ants. I had a condo, y'all, and I had ants in my my house coming in because I lived like the backside of my condo was woods. They kept saying exterminate. You know what I did? I said, I'm finna Google my own remedy. Guess what ants don't like? Cinnamon. I put cinnamon all around my cabinets, all around my doorway. They were gone in a week and never came back. Ants hate cinnamon. Just simple stuff we don't even know about. Y'all going to get exterminated. I can't get rid of ants. Put cinnamon down. I promise you won't see an ant. I promise you, I didn't put it on my window sills. The ants were gone. Red, black, whatever color. Anyway, y'all, we'll talk about that later. I love you all. We're going to talk about Jackie Chan. Me love you long time. You know they mad at Donald Trump. Donald Trump, they playing tit for tat. Donald Trump must have forgot that we like the Chinese folks. Donald Trump must have forgot that black women are the reason why Chinese folks millionaires pretty much from hair weave. Hey, Miss Joyce. I don't know what Miss Joyce saying. She wrote a whole paragraph here where she say, I was staying with my boyfriend for a week, but I found out he had, I didn't even read it. He had rats running out the kitchen in the living room. What? I said that I called my brother, come get me. Oh, no. What about bed bugs? You know, Sheila, I never dealt with bed bugs. All I know about bed bugs is the heat. You got to have your house really, really hot. And you got to, some bed bugs, from what I understand, you got to throw your shit away. I haven't figured the bed bugs out, but I'll get back with you on it. I'm going to find out. See, if I see a bed bug, the whole furniture going outside. I'm sorry. Nope. But anyway, they playing tit for tat. Oh, somebody want to shout out. Is it Gabby? Hey, Gabby. 61904. Hey, Gabby. How you doing, love? Hey, John. Donald Obama. DeMel James, that's your name. Bed bugs are pure hell. A gift from the, I don't know where they came from. But you know what I was told? By some apartment managers. Y'all got me all off subject. I should have made a whole video about Brown Brothers and Chuck E. Cheese. The apartment managers told me this, because I was going to be an apartment manager. They said they did not have bed bugs in the United States as bad as they are right now until, y'all gonna get mad at me. This is not wine. I need some dealing with Chuck E. Cheese. My nerves bad. This is some juice. Y'all see, I keep looking in the kitchen. I bet not see Chucky. I swear to, he better stay his ass in the basement till my brother get him tomorrow. She said bed bugs was not bad until all the foreigners could start coming over here. They said when they started letting Bosnians and Africans, I'm just telling y'all, hey, allegedly I was told this. When they would move in, and not only that, people with animals have fleas, and they're not clean, and they sleeping on the bed, and they on the carpet. They said that's when they start seeing more bed bugs in apartments, and they had to start closing them down. You know, so I don't know how true that is, but everybody don't take care of themselves like Americans, and there's a lot of nasty Americans. We gonna talk about that too. And there gotta be another video, because I done heard guys tripping and sending me videos, and I ain't liking them, sis. They ain't good. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But anyway, Donald Trump and Jackie Chan, they playing tit for tat. Donald Trump forgot Jackie know karate, though. Jackie will whoop Donald Trump ass. He better still leave them people alone. You know, we go up against them. They jumping out of trees, flipping, and y'all, I done seen the movies. I'm not trying to fight one of them crazy ass girls from China. Y'all, man, they will whoop our ass over here. What we gonna do? You know, you throw a lamp at them, they know all that kung fu shit. We won't stand a chance. So Donald Trump, leave them people alone. Plus, we like the cheap products. See, Donald Trump want all the money. He messing with our Temu and our Shein. We don't need your help. We let us buy what we want to buy with our money. So China said, oh, since you playing, you know they snitching. They done turned into Nino Brown on Donald Trump. I'm finna Nino Brown your ass, Donald. Come on, Cletus. Guess what they done said? I said it the other day, but I didn't know it was this serious, y'all. They said everything. Not some. Everything that's designer. Louis Vuitton store, Nike Jordans, Gucci, Prada, it's all fake. They said that those businesses do business with them and buy cheap products and come to the United States and sell you a $60,000 bag, Cardi B. Cardi B mad as hell right now because she heard about it. She said, wait a minute. You mean to tell me I got like $30,000, $60,000 bags and these just $25? Yeah. And I want to tell my one of my babies named Alexis. She does taxes. She's like one of my daughters. She got mad today because she have bags. I know mine ain't fake because these bags will last forever. Alexis, honey. Them Chinese folks made your bag, baby. And they know how to put Italy on your bag. They know how to put whatever. Me love you a long time can do whatever you want. You want your bag? You want the real leather? Or you want the knockoff that go to New York? Or you want the Louis Vuitton bag? What do you want me to say in there? Made in Italy, I got the tag for that. You want a Jordan? I can do the Jordan for you. Well, do you want your name on the Jordan? I can make you look like Michael Jordan. You want my hair? They can do whatever you want. Now, this is what people get misconstrued. They argue the fact that they should real. For example, I got a knockoff. I ain't got no shame in my game. I'm not spending $5,000 on a bag. My niece used to do that shit. I'd rather have $5,000 in my purse and have a knockoff. Okay. And my purse look just as cute as yours. Did I see Chuck E. Cheese? Y'all better quit playing with me. And my purse just as cute as yours. And it got the same name on it. And it comes with a birth certificate too. It was some stupid shit. It's certain kind of leather. It's different grades of leather that they put on other purses. Now mine may be pleather, but Louis got leather. But the purse only costs $25, $30 to make. This is what y'all don't understand. And I've been saying this because I used to sell knockoff. Used to, FBI man. I used to. Don't come after me. That's before I knew it was illegal. I used to tell them because I'm like, I wish I would pay all that money to have my oppressor on my arm or on my back. Why do y'all think that make you feel important? Because you got Louis Vuitton on your shit and he don't even like your black behind. Louis Vuitton, if I'm not mistaken, was it Louis Vuitton or Gucci? I think it was Gucci. He said, I don't want Negroes in my shit. And y'all still run out and buy it. Y'all made these people multi-trillionaires. Do y'all think about it? Do y'all hardly ever see white folks in that stuff that we wear? Do y'all see white folks running around with Louis everything, with that belt, that shoes, that purse? Do y'all see white people like that? I don't see white folks with that. I may see a white woman with a Gucci bag or something. Maybe a white man with a belt. Maybe. But we come out, boy, we looking like Jerome from Martin. We got the sweatsuit on. We got the shoes. We got the socks. We got the drawers so your pants sagging so you can see Louis across your ass. We go all out like Jerome. Jerome in the house. Jerome, and we got to come out. You know what else I realize is fake, ladies? Y'all probably don't want to hear this. Let me catch up. I'm way down. Let me see what y'all talking about. Some are materialistic. I'm not, Lisa. Girl, I would go to Goodwill and I would make anything look good. I promise you I would. I don't give a damn about a name brand. My mama made sure she embedded that in her children. We are not materialistic people. Not by far. That's why we can't be bought. That's why old girl was mad she couldn't buy me. I am not that. I can survive off a little of nothing and be okay. As long as my bills paid and I got food, I'm good. Y'all see I got a pull string ponytail in my head today. I washed my hair and I didn't want to do nothing to it, so I put a pull string ponytail. And half you girls get on there like, with your cheap ass ponytail. Damn right, $15.99. I don't give a damn. And I still look cute as you. And you got a $500 wig in your head. How you doing? But see, that's what y'all don't understand. Y'all go out and spend all that money. That's something else I was about to say. Those wigs. I hear so many women say, I got 100% human hair and I paid $500 for it. Now think about this logic. If everybody going to spend $500 on wigs all across the world, and this is allegedly supposed to be human hair, where they getting it from? Is it a lot of bald-head Chinese people over there? Me love you a long time, bald-head. Where they getting the hair from, y'all? Y'all gonna tell me it's that many people growing hair, and they growing it that fast? Because the girls I know, they buy a new wig from Amazon every week. I know some girls got 100 wigs. So y'all gonna tell me this hair is different than your $500 wig? Oh, because you can press it and go, okay. No, that's some shit that's causing you cancer. That they done made up some kind of fibers and shit. That ain't nobody hair from nobody head. It may be some bald head horses over there. Oh, I know what it is. It's dog fur. No. What did the vice president say? Vance. I ain't say this. They eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. I didn't say that. Donald Trump and Vance said that. So if they're eating the dogs and they're eating the cats, where the hair going? If you hear something barking while you sleep, it ain't the dog outside. It's your head. But I just want to let y'all know, China's snitching. And that's not the only thing fake. Not them damn Jordans. I really want to know what this is. I, it's the same color as a squirrel. Maybe this is squirrel fur. I mean, you for the lead, Jay?
You said I'm gonna go get my charge out the car, man.
Oh.
You said they eat the cats and the dogs.
That's what Van said. They eating the cats. They eating the dogs.
Trump said it too.
I said if the person's fake, their hair fake too. Shit, where they getting this hair from?
Oh, everything fake.
Yeah, where's the hair coming from, y'all? I think it's rugs, and they know how to cut it up real small.
It's coming from China.
All that stuff coming from China.
And China said everything is fake.
Did I tell you? China snitching. China need no brown in our asses. They telling everything. I told y'all for the people that missed it. Can y'all get my likes up? For the people that missed it. Did I tell y'all I worked at our van furniture?
China said everything is fake.
It is fake. I was an account manager. And I happened to ask, because I used to buy furniture from our van. Oh, we know Jordan's fake. You can make a Jordan for $5 in China. And put your name on it. Michael Jordan need to be sued. He walking around with his ugly bald head self.
He got kids that died when trying to get his shoes.
Yeah, people was shooting over, pawpawing over them damn shoes, and they ain't even real. That's Uncle Earl up there like this. We thinking it's Michael Jordan. That's Uncle Earl. I'm like, what the heck?
People that got in fights and went to jail over them fake bags.
Over the bags and everything, and they think they got. So look how much money Floyd Mayweather done spent.
Oh, he probably sick.
They ain't worth nothing. The shit ain't worth nothing. They just made us look like a fool. But think about this, y'all. Why would they make something that expensive for black people to buy and giving us some quality? They tricking us because they know we buying it. So they like, black people go buy it because our name on it. So they can take a Ralph Lauren shirt and just iron on the Ralph Lauren and put the tags in the back. And we gonna buy it because we don't wear fake stuff. They know this. So why not sell those crazy, ignorant black folks some cheap and they think they got something? Because we're their oppressor and we make them feel important when they got our names on their back. It makes them feel like they're doing something. I don't wear nothing fake. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I told y'all. Your thought was playing. But anyway, I digress about China. The hair and all that stuff, y'all, is coming from China. But this is what I was about to say before I cut it off. Art Van. I asked my boss, Mr. Art Van, he came in to visit. I said, why is it taking 3 or 4 months for people to get their furniture? That's just like ridiculous. Why the vendors taking so long to send it? You know what he told me? And everybody else right there? Because it's coming from China. But the tag said American made. I know.
Hey, Trump said they all going to hell.
Trump's stupid.
Trump said they all going to hell.
Trump crazy.
I want my money back for that bag I just bought.
They ain't getting shit. So I said, why is it taking so long? It's coming from China. And he told us don't ever tell our customer because a lot of people only buy American-made products. So they told their customers it's American-made products. And it would take them 3 or 4 months to get their stuff. So they thought they were getting something special. You know, they would tell people, girl, I got this Persian leather. And it's taking 3 months for them to send it, girl. It's sharp. That's why it's taking so long. No, me love you long time is just not making it. It ain't got here yet. That's why our van stuff would tear up easy. I'm like, how does damn shit cost so much and it's tearing up like this? Because it's made in China. Now I'm starting to believe this. I know people used to sell knockoff cell phones. You can go to DH Gates right now and order knockoff cell phones, look just like iPhones, but inside the technology is different. It's supposed to be, right? And it be glitching and all that. I have an iPhone 16. Y'all know I had to just go give me another iPhone, right? Because somebody took it. I ain't even gonna say it's him. I don't know. It's gone. This phone seemed like I went and got this phone at Walmart. This phone keep glitching and cutting off and doing crazy shit. So I'm like, is this a knockoff phone? Is this like the phones these people be selling on the streets? Yeah, it is. And we paying 12, 14, 1500 for these phones. And these phones what cost $10? We think I got an iPhone 36. You do. You think so? Why you think every year you gotta get a new iPhone? Y'all better stop. Don't let them fool you. Oh no. I can take these glasses right now and order a sticker that say Prada and put it right across here, or Cartier, or put Cartier on here. And people be like, girl, where you get them Cardis? Girl, I paid $1,600 for these cards. Ooh, girl, them bad. These came from the dollar store. Do you see how y'all be fooled? Y'all crazy. I'm so glad I don't care about that kind of mess. These didn't actually come from the dollar store. These are a little bit more expensive. They probably $25. But I just want y'all heads up for all you bougie folks. Go in your closet and just go on and have a funeral for your bags. And just go on and cry. Because everybody I see with a bag on now, I'm going to laugh. But don't you you better not tell me you spent $5,000. You spent your income taxes on that $25 bag. Well, mine cost $25. Let me show you. $25. No, it was about $55. And guess what? It comes with the pouch. And guess what? All my stuff is in here and the arm's not breaking off. My daughter got the same bag and she had her bag for like 3 years. Nothing broke off. It's cute and red on the inside. It looks just like the other Louis Vuitton bags. But yours was $5,000. Mine was under $100. And I carry the same stuff you carry. So, hey, each his own. I digress. Let's talk about something serious. I'm going to show Willie D. Carl Rittenhouse. It's cute too. Yeah, it is, Lisa. I love my bag. Can't wait till they learn about the car trade. Why y'all think y'all cars keep breaking down? You got to keep taking it to the shop. You might be driving an Audi, a Cadillac. You drive diamond in the back. Sunroof top, you pulling up in front of your friends. Girl, she in that raggedy hoopty. The hoopties from Ford are the ones lasting. I bought my daughter an old school car, my youngest daughter, because she needed a car for the baby, Sonny. She has a, what kind of car is that? I forgot what kind. It's an old school car. It's all steel. And people are like, dang, that car, it's a nice car. I said, this car built better than all these expensive cars on the street. If something hit this car, the car go look at them like, you should have asked me. I'm steel, baby. These new cars hit something, they just fall apart. And guess what? Donald Trump forgot. You might need a doorknob from China to make the door open. You may need a little bitty screw in the light to make the headlight work. It's so many things that we deal with China that stuff won't work without one or the other. He talking about we finna start our own factories in United States. Who gonna run them, Donald? Mr. President, who gonna run them? I don't know if you've been watching the news, Mr. President, but their children, they don't even go to school, bro. Oh, these kids, they don't listen to shit. So who finna run these factories you talking about? You ask a kid to work at a factory, they be like, what, the candy factory? What kind of factory? What's a factory, mama? They don't know nothing. It's very rare these kids graduate. And most of them graduate, they go off to college and they become thoughts. They go in there and they doing drugs, they partying. They ain't going to college to learn nothing. They just want to get away from you. They going to school because you making them go. Half of them didn't finish college. I'm just being real. They party every weekend. My niece went off to college and turned out buck wild. And my sister would call me because my sister was old enough to be my mama. So her daughter was 5 years younger than me, my oldest niece, and we look like twins. She would call me all the time, when you coming up here, auntie? Oh, the Mendingos. I mean, she was tripping. I was like, damn, girl, you not got a boyfriend? Shut up. She wanted me up there every weekend. She partying. My sister called me from Chicago and blamed me. She went to school and she just acted a damn fool because of you. How is it because of me? She know more than I do. Shit, you just don't know your daughter. God rest her soul. Both of them gone now. I miss my big sister and her daughter. My big sister died from a heart attack and my niece died from cancer right after my sister did. So, but she was buck wild. She used to spend $5,000 on bags too, like a fool. But anyway, Carl Rittenhouse and is it Carmelo Anthony? It's almost like Carmelo, but it's Carmelo, something like that, Anthony. These are the two young men, I'm looking at their picture, that had an encounter, was it about a week ago, at a track meet. Both good students, both athletes. The black kid pretty much was an A student on his way to college soon. Both parents. This is very rare. Both parents, well-off parents. They moved from where they were, I don't know if it was South Carolina somewhere, to Texas for a better life for their children. But see, this is what people don't understand when you move. When you move, you better know the laws. Texas ain't nothing to play with. Texas is nothing to play with. I know a family who moved her sons up here. She had 4 boys. She moved from Texas, where she was raised at, when her kids became teenagers, and came to Michigan. You know why? She said, I don't know what kind of people my kids will grow up to be. And I can't take that chance that my boys get out in the streets and they do something stupid and they end up on death row. So I'm going to bring them up here where there's no capital punishment. They ain't got nothing like the chain gang. Because I'm hoping my boys be okay. But you never know what your kids might get into. For example, one of my friends, well, I ain't gonna say friends, old neighbor, moved down to Houston last year. And she took her G-son with her. I've been knowing him since he was a kid. He went to school with my son, Gino. And he's Rainbow, Skittles. He went down there with the same mentality that he had here. And allegedly, they did some run-outs to the store and got some merchandise and went on a high-speed chase like they do here. Down there, the Rangers is coming to get your ass. They coming on horses, motorcycles, and the Rangers coming to get you with the snuffing. You gonna play with me, boy? They not playing. So he accidentally hit an officer. The officer made it, but he was critical for a couple of days. Guess how much time they gave that kid? 50 years in Texas. His parents fighting to get him out. 50 years. He ain't going nowhere. He hit the police. He probably got 50 years here, too, for hitting the police, though, to be honest. But that's hard time down in Texas. I heard it's hard time. They say you don't even get a phone call for like a week. You can't call nobody. So, anyway, I'm going to show y'all the video. Let me get my remote. Hold on, y'all. I keep getting up. I'm going to show y'all the video that Willie D is talking about what happened. And the reason I'm talking about this subject is because they was at a track meet and Carmelo ran into the white kid's tent. It was raining. And I seen how the storm looked. It was really bad. It was getting really bad. So everybody was just running somewhere for shelter because it was storming. And Carmelo Anthony, he ran, he sat down. So Rittenhouse, that's his name, he said, pretty much, get out my seat. Carmelo looked at him like, who are you talking to? So he approached, I'm just repeating what they said happened. The witness said this. And he got in his face. So Carmelo's like, get out my face. You better not touch me. If you touch me, something gonna happen. So the twin brother came up. Now they both was like bullying this kid. And he was like, get out my face. You better not touch me. So they pushed him like, what you gonna do? He told him again, get away from me. He grabs his bag. Get away from me. You touch me again, watch what happened. They went to attack, from my understanding. I'm just repeating what they said from the witness, and he right in the heart. And he took off running. All the people around was like, they were attacking this kid. They was bullying this kid. So he's out on self-defense. They gave him a $250,000 bond today or yesterday. And they mad because he has a black judge. Saloon, hey. They mad because he had a black judge. And she lowered his bond from $1 million to $250,000. Which still is a lot of money. But they didn't think his dad was well off. His father is a finance manager. He retired himself since the situation. He said, I can't even go back to work. I'm done. His nerves so bad, I can imagine. They getting death threats from everywhere. So his mom was a stay-home mom like mine. So he kind of grew up with a family like mine. So my daddy didn't have just $250,000 laying around. You know, my sister did. My older sister, she had it like that. But he posted bond. They didn't raise over $1 million, I believe, in GoFundMe. The white folks mad about that. He's trying to buy a house. I don't care what he's buying with it. He know it's for his son defense. Saloon. He know it's for his son offense. He got to pay for attorneys. This is going to be a long road. So people is just pouring money. I mean, athletes, everybody pouring money onto this family because they don't want to see this kid, good kid. Can we please make that clear? A good black kid. Normally, they can post juvenile pictures. They can post records. They can't do that with this kid. A student, athlete. I believe he was a captain of the football team or something. Both parents, daddy a finance manager. Everything is like, he the oldest of his siblings. Never bothered nobody, not even a fist fight. So they don't want us to talk about this is a good black kid because y'all always say we ain't shit. Y'all always say black kids is, I know thugs. I know a lot of good kids. Some kids want to do right. Some people ain't got a choice but to do right because their daddy is James Evans. You know, they ain't got a choice but to get the good grades. So they mad that the judge is showing a little bit of mercy for this good kid. Now, I don't remember this person's name, but y'all probably know who I'm talking about. Do y'all remember a college kid, I think it was in New York, he craped it was a white man and a white girl. She was coming through the alley, coming from class, and he craped her. He took her body. And everybody stood up for this kid in court and said, we don't want to mess up his life. Things happen. He apologized. We pretty much will pay for everything. And the girl was like, no, I want justice. He got off of probation, and they had it on video. On video of him craping this woman because they didn't want to mess up his college education. But the black boy, they said, give him life. Some people saying this, let us delete him. Really? You think you can just go around deleting good black kids? You think you can go around deleting black folks at all? Them days over. We are not our ancestors. And this will crack me up. Out of all the stuff that certain people did to other people in this world, y'all got enough nerves to complain like y'all did with OJ? Oh, y'all was pissed when OJ won. Oh, Lord, I thought the world was for the end. They went crazy. I said, damn, we got one. One victory. And the world upside down? Can I start naming all the shit that's didn't happen to my people? Did y'all forget that shit? Like, for example, Carl Rittenhouse. Do y'all know who he is? And he didn't even do this to black people. He did this to his own people. He went to that rally about George Floyd with a machine gun. His mama drove him across country to the rally, and he went through the crowd with this machine gun, and people witnessed it, and they started, some white guys chased him, and they pow-pow at him, and he killed 2 or 3 people. He walked. Self-defense. How is it self-defense and you came in violence? Huh? Let's not talk about George Zimmerman. For all the Hispanic people that's against Carmelo. Did y'all forget about what George did? Trayvon Martin walking down the street eating some Skittles, drinking some juice, talking to his girlfriend on the phone, minding his business. And this Hispanic guy calls the popos. It's a suspicious black man. Eating Skittles with a hood on is suspicious? They told him don't pursue. Back off. We'll come check it out. Don't pursue. He did anyway. He got out of his car. He walked up to Trayvon. He thought he was going to whoop Trayvon's ass. And he found out that little black kid had them hands. He forgot. Well, he didn't know Trayvon's mama sent him to his father because he was fighting too much where his mama was. And they bring that up too. He was a bad kid. He had to go stay with his daddy. He needed to be with his daddy. And that's a good thing. He had a daddy to go live with. Some people ain't got no daddy. They can go over there. So his daddy had him in check. His daddy told his mama, send him to me. I got this. The kid just went to the store to get some Skittles. Trayvon tossed his brother all over the place, gave him the 1-2. And what did George do? He pulled out his pawpaw and shot the boy in the chest. If I'm not mistaken, that's where it hit. I still see the video in my mind. Trayvon laying on the grass like this with his eyes open. Killed the boy. But eating Skittles. He wasn't no suspect in no robbery. He hadn't messed with nobody. He had no argument with nobody. He didn't raise his voice with nobody. He didn't walk on nobody's grass. He went to the store, bought his Skittles, and was talking on the phone. And he was a suspect. He got off. Not only did George Zimmerman get off, he went over with the KK, with the hoods, started making videos taunting Trayvon Martin's family. Laughing. Had shirts on with Trayvon laying on the yard. I said, oh, his mom and dad good, because I would have been like Rambo. Nope. But after that, he got in a lot of trouble. He was beating his wife and all kind of stuff. He's in and out of jail. He went through all. He showed he was a bad person. Alcoholic. Went through everything. Did anybody say anything about that? No. He killed a black boy. So what? No, y'all didn't want to start a race war over that. We didn't try to start a race war over that. We got mad. And then he walked, right? But this kid getting bullied at a track meet and defend himself, y'all want him to get the death chamber. Put him in a chair. Did y'all forget about, actually Carl Greenhouse, I think Carl is the one that went in the church. Because you can go on and on, man. Carl went in the church, didn't he? Is that Carl? You know the white kid that went in the black church and he worshiped with these people. You see how we love folks. He was the only white person up in that church, a young man, and them people just embraced him. Come on in, baby. Did you know Jesus? And they worshiped with him, and they prayed for him. He had a whole service with these black people. Was that Carl, y'all? Maybe I'm getting the names mixed up. And guess what he did? You would think that God would have got at him. You would think he would have gave a testimony like, I came here with hate in my heart, but these people showed me so much love and showed me who God was. They made me change my mind. I love my new black family. No, he still had the devil with him. He turned around when he was going to walk out and just started pow-powing these black folks like they was a video game. Was it like 8 people he deleted? Older people, son and mother. After they prayed with this boy and embraced him, come on in, baby. Let me take my butt up in a white church and see when everybody stare at me. For one, let's be clear. White women love our black men, but they hate us. White men love our black women, but they hate the black man. So they get mad when they see us coming. Just go in the grocery store and watch how, what's his name? What's his name? Jimmy. What's a white man's name? Earl. Watch how Earl be looking. And Suzanne gonna be like, why you looking at that black girl like that? Cheating. Earl want your phone number, Shaquanda. Y'all forgot Earl used to go out in the barn and rape your grandmama when she smelled like catfish juice. He didn't care. He still wanted that delicious chocolate. And he had Suzanne in the house. He would creep out to the barn. Why you think half of y'all light-skinned with gray eyes and good hair? Because Papa Massa Earl used to go out to the barn and mess with grandmama. Yeah. And Suzanne, Jimmy, could you reach that glass for me? Could you reach that? You surely is sweating. Your muscles sure getting big. Oh, they love Jimmy. That's why they was deleting Jimmy on trees. They were that mad at the Melingos. Get rid of Jimmy Earl. Oh, they was pissed. But I'm being real. They want to talk about this little kid. They want to get rid of him. Can we talk about history since y'all took Black history out of Florida? You know why y'all took Black history out of Florida? Because y'all want to do to Carmelo what y'all been doing to my ancestors for years and years and years. And y'all don't want y'all little white kids to hear about it. But y'all want to do it to Carmelo. Y'all want to take him out and hang him from a tree. That's what y'all really want to do. You know how they did. What's his name? They just slipped my mind. Have somebody help me out. The little kid from Chicago that they beat unrecognizable. Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. Somebody help me out here, please. Because I want to bring him up too. What's his name? Years ago, he'd be 50-something right now. Oh, I can see his face, and I can't think of his name. Somebody tell me. Emmett Till. Did anybody talk about Emmett Till? They dragged him out of his uncle's house visiting the South from Chicago because he whistled at a white woman. He didn't steal nothing. He didn't slap nobody. He didn't crepe nobody. And do y'all know why he whistled? He had a stuttering problem. So his mom said, Emmett, before you speak, whistle, give you a chance to think about the word and it'll flow out. So he was trying to tell the white woman, she looked like Marilyn Monroe, that she was pretty. So he whistled, you so pretty. And instead of her taking it as a compliment, she got offended. And Muhammad told her husband and her brother-in-law. And what did they do? They found out who he was visiting, who that boy is from up north. Who people was that? And they went over to Emmett Till Uncle house. Emmett Till Uncle tried to stop him. No, he just visited. He about to leave. Please. And dragged him out the house and beat this kid. Was he like 13? Unrecognizable. And his mama didn't have no shame. She said, I'm going to leave his casket open. I want them to see what they did to my baby. Her only child. Did anybody say anything about that? Those were all white men, and they got off. And guess what? The white woman who said he whistled, she just died a few years back. She came forth as she became an elderly old woman and said she lied. And they didn't go lock her up because they said, well, she with her grandkids, let her live the rest of her life. That is not what y'all did to Bill Cosby. Y'all put Mr. Putty Pop in prison. He an old elderly man too. But y'all spared her. Let her die with her family. So that kid died off a lie. Did y'all say anything about that? Let's not mention all the school pows. In Texas, the boy went in there, Hispanic boy. Was it Hispanic? He deleted like 28 little kids, little bitty kids. Hispanic boy. I don't hear nobody talking about that. Not to mention all these other school pop-outs. And here in Michigan, let me tell you what happened just over the weekend. It was a security guard at the club in Kalamazoo, Michigan, doing his job, got hired for an event, minding his business. 3 white guys walk up. They want to get an event. Y'all can't come in here. First of all, y'all got backpacks and stuff. You can't come in here. They turned around and Deleted the security guard. He just standing there doing his job. Didn't y'all say we don't work? He at work. Didn't y'all say we was criminals? 3 white criminals deleted him. But there ain't nobody talking about that. You know what I'm saying? But it's hell to pay the captain about this case. Oh, they better go do something. And they need to get that black beat judge off the case. No, they want a white judge on the case because she ain't going to be fair. They trying to change the location of his trial somewhere else because they're not going to be fair. They're not going to look at these kids was bullying folks. Do you know how many other students that came forward so they would take people's phones and throw them on the ground? And guess what else they ain't talking about? Carl's daddy. And I ain't talking about Carl Winslow. Carl's daddy. He is an SA offender. Oh, yeah, he SA'd somebody. But if that was Carmelo daddy, oh, my God. Oh, my God. It would be on every TV. His face would be all over the place. His prison record reel. His daddy don't have one. So they don't have nothing to talk about. But the other boy father does have one. And the TikTokers would have found out. Them TikTokers something serious, y'all. They went and found out the brother got a record. The white guy got a record. That's why he said, you know what? I'm forgive him. He started forgiving him before he even asked for forgiveness. I forgive him because the God in me. No, you didn't want your record to come out, sir. Because the mama said, I ain't forgive nothing. I hate this boy. The daddy, I'll forgive him. Yeah, because you got secrets. Let me act like I love the Lord so they can shut up talking to me. Shut up. They're going to find out all the stuff I've been doing. But they ain't plastering that all over the news. But when a black kid get deleted or something happen, they gang affiliated, drug dealers, they put up their juvenile record. They could be 65 years old. They bring up the juvenile record. When he was 12, he stole some bubble gum from Walgreens. They would say everything. But when it's them, the guy, I told you about the guy that craped the girl from New York. They didn't want to destroy his college career. Probation. But let me just play this. And I'm not justifying, let's get clear. I am not justifying him taking a life. Thank you so much. I am not justifying that. Could y'all please get my likes up? By far, I'm not. It is horrible. When I first heard it, I was pissed. I said, no, he did not. I'm thinking it's a little thug boy in school, bad little kid, then deleted him. I said, why would he do that? Then I started hearing the story. I said, wait a minute. Let me shut my blinds. I said, wait a minute. You mean it's more to this story? It was bullying the kid? And I started hearing more and more of the story. And I said, damn, that's self-defense. Now, the force part, I don't know how it goes in Texas, but I heard that's how Texas get down. And he warned them twice before he did it. When you a registered pow carrier, if you warn somebody, put that down before I pow you. And they still proceed, you got the right to let it go. But you have to warn them. That's in Michigan. I know a brother that lost his life because he had a garbage can above his head. He was going to throw it at a brother. And he said, put it down before I pow you. And he picked it up and they was at the gas station. He went to throw it right in the middle of the forehead. And he walked. Because he warned him twice. He felt like he was in danger. If you just feel like you're in danger, you're being threatened, you got the right to defend yourself. See, what people don't understand about fights is like court. You don't know how you're going to turn out. You go with the intentions, I'm going to whoop such and such and such and such, and you might end up in the morgue. Fight is like court. You don't know how you're going to turn out. You don't know what kind of bag this person about to come out of. You don't know what kind of day they having. You don't know their temperament. That's why I don't mess with people. And most of these bullies, they get messed around because they mess around and find out. Like I said, I don't uphold none of this. I feel sorry for both of the families. What did Wanda say? Oh, that's his name. Is it Dayline Roof? He pop out the 9 black people. Yeah. Is that the one in the grocery store? I forgot about him. The grocery store pop out shooter. I ain't supposed to say that. The grocery store brother. He went the day before, and not a week before, and scooped it out. He wanted to see who's security and how often did the black people come in there and shop. He checking it out. He went back and he popped out elderly folks, man. Some of them women were 80 years old, grandmamas. They lived all them years and had to leave here because of him. Nobody talking about that. What white people? Why y'all not talking about that? Since y'all want to bring this up and make this national news, we gotta keep going on. Let's go all the way back to Menendez brothers. They ain't even pop out black people. They pop out their own damn mama and daddy. And the reason I'm bringing them up because he was on TMZ today. I didn't know they did this. They went to another state and bought the pop house a day before they plotted to kill their parents. And the mother, first of all, the parents was on the sofa watching TV. Their defense was self-defense. Your parents on the sofa watching TV. And they came in, pow, pow, just letting them have it. The mother could have lived, they said. You know what the Menendez brothers did? White boys. They went outside and reloaded. See, the prosecutor talking about it again because they trying to get them out. And the prosecutor said, oh, hell no, not on my clock. That wasn't no damn self-defense. That was premeditated murder. They went back outside and got the reload and came in and shot half her face off. And they said they rehabilitated. How do you be really rehabilitated from taking lives like that? Then you took their money, bought cars, enjoyed the lifestyle, and you lied. And something that the prosecutor said that made sense to me. If they really rehabilitated and they really sorry for what they did, why they still lying? The prosecutor said when they was on TMZ, they was waiting for them to tell the truth because they said, well, maybe they did, 30 years did something to them. They still lying. First they said the mob did it. Then they said, well, it was premeditated. And the prosecutor said, how? We got all the evidence that your parents were sitting on the sofa and you went outside and reloaded and killed your mama. How the hell was that self-defense? They still won't own the shit that they plotted to delete their parents and ask for repentance. Lord, please forgive me, Father God. We did it. They're not saying that. So you know what? That means they're not sorry. You know what else that means? That means they can get out and do it again. Their father, sister, fell out in court the other day. She's in critical condition, an older lady. They don't even know she's going to make it because they showed their bodies on the video in court the other day for their hearing. So she had to relive seeing her brother's body mutilated by his sons. Allegedly, they adopted. But she had to revisit it, and the lady that fell out in court, she's sick. Those is white folks. Is anybody talking about the Menendez brothers? Do y'all know just about every serial killer is not brown? Did y'all know that? Oh, did y'all forget about Charlie Manson? Did y'all forget about him? He had a cult. Waco, cult. All them people gone. I mean, we cannot forget about the eating man, the eat humans. We can't forget about him. Jeffrey Dahmer. He liked black meat. He liked brown meat. He liked dark meat. He was eating humans. Can we keep going? Do we need to keep going? Are y'all ready for the video? That's what I'm saying. Do we have to keep going, people? Do we got to keep reminding y'all all the gruesome shit that has happened to people in this country, all over the world. But when one thing happened over there, always hell to pay the captain. Give them life. Let's go hang them the tree. That's what y'all want to do. But you can't do that no more. And I promise you, if it was the other way around, we wouldn't be going through all this. And I promise you, if it was the other way around, Donald Trump would have pardoned that little kid. I promise you. Because y'all know what y'all president did to the Central Park 5, don't you? You know what Donald Trump did to the Central Park 5. I know y'all know that. He said they beat that woman jogging. They were teenage boys just in Central Park having fun on a Friday night. When they proved their innocence, your president took an ad out of the New York paper, $1 million ads, and said he still wanted them to go to prison. And he knew they were innocent. They fought and fought and fought. Now they're millionaires because New York had to pay them millions. It wasn't them. And he still to this day haven't apologized to them black boys. He still won't say he was wrong. He said they still criminals. How? They didn't do it. And that's the only record I think all but one of them had. He still won't apologize. He still want to see them brothers in prison, and they didn't even do it. And they lost a lot of time of their life. I think 10 years. But anyway, y'all, let me stop. He was a CIA kid too. You got my subscription. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just like to be fair money. You know, I'm not racist by far. My marketing manager that's going to do my book and book me into some motivational speaking events, she's white. My brother probably got a white girl in the basement right now. They come up, hey, sis, I don't have, no, I'm not racist at all. I'm real. Because I speak about something that has happened. Don't make me racist. And it's sad that certain people get mad when you tell the truth. Like, for example, y'all, when BET TV came out, do you know how many people got mad? And they said we was racist because we had BET TV. I said, well, excuse me, didn't y'all have MTV before we had BET? We can't have a damn TV show station? I mean, what? We can't have shit. Are we racist? I said, damn, MTV, I think Michael Jackson and Prince had been on there. So Mr. Johnson said, well, let me get our own platform. And he did that. And they got mad. Another thing, Black Lives Matter. Y'all got mad about that. Oh, that's horrible. You act like white lives don't matter. No, you have selective hearing. Black lives matter because black lives are getting deleted by the police, by Kevin, by Karen. I mean, so we saying, hey, Black Lives Matter, you don't see us? But this is what they should have put on the t-shirt, so I should have patented it. Black Lives Matter too. Would that made y'all feel better? Black Lives Matter too. That's all they had to do is add to. Because y'all got mad about that too. We matter too. We know y'all matter. Y'all don't get deleted like we do. Why we gotta announce you matter? So what did Kanye do? He pacified y'all and made y'all look crazy and act like I'm for them. No, Kanye made money from you. Kanye ain't crazy. He like, since y'all want to be pacified, let me go and make White Lives Matter t-shirt and make me a couple $1 million so they can shut up. And he did it. It's just sad how shit is one-sided. Oh, let's not talk about Rodney King getting beat. Rodney King got beat out the frame. Let me get rid of this person real quick, y'all. Let me get rid of this person. I ain't got time for that. Rodney King got beat out the frame. They made him a millionaire by some white cops. We ain't gonna talk about the police. Sonya Macy just got pop out in her kitchen. Pow, pow. Anybody talking about that? All she was doing is cutting off some water. And what y'all say? That's thank you, Holy Spirit. What did y'all say about Sonya Macy grabbing that water off the stove? That was a weapon. Y'all said that was a weapon. So he had the right to pop out half her brains out on her kitchen floor. But Carmelo, he don't have the right to use deadly force, but the police do over some water? Boy, come on, people. Stop it. Let's watch Willie D. Let's watch Willie D, y'all. Willie D is from the Ghetto Boys. If y'all don't know who Willie D is, remember they had the short guy? The Ghetto Boys. He has a podcast and he the shit. I love Willie D. I hope he contact me so we can do some work together. Let me find it, shit. I think I done lost it again. Hold on, I gotta find it now. He talking about China. Shit. I might can't. Who the hell is that? He like Norbit. What the hell? Hold on, y'all. Let me find Willie D. Willie D over there talking about China. What is he? China just destroyed the U.S. See, y'all don't understand what's going on. China is not playing with us. Where did the damn shit go? Hold on. Be patient with me, please. And I'm showing it on my TV. Y'all don't know I was up till 6 this morning trying to figure out how to make my channel better. And I came up with a lot of new things. And hopefully it'll work out for me. Hold on, y'all. I waited too long to show it and it went away. I ain't gonna keep y'all up too much longer. But I had to share my thoughts on this subject. What the hell? Getting pissed now. I can't find it. Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. Please be patient with me. God is not through with me yet. How y'all doing today? Y'all all right? I'm trying to get there. Be patient with me. I'm old. Okay, I think I found it. I found his channel at least. Hold on, y'all. I shouldn't have waited that long. Okay, here we go. Now the commercials come on. I have to stop it, and then I have to interrupt it every few seconds because YouTube don't allow us to do that. So don't get mad that I'm interrupting his video. It's a commercial on right now. I'm gonna turn it around. Hold on, you guys. Let me set it up so I can turn it around. Hold on. You gotta count now. I'm skipping through it.
Go flag. Family, I need you to smash up the like, smash up the like. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video.
See, he asked for the same thing I do.
You'll be in the loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'll go in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shouts out to the early birds starting.
Let me skip over that. That's for his channel. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, they're trying to scrub pictures of Carmelo Anthony off the net that shows him in a normal light, like just looking like a regular teenager. You know, they're trying to scrub the pictures. They're trying to just make sure they only have that mug shot out there, right? So, fam, we're going to talk about some good old double standards here today. Now, here's the deal. Now, let me do this. Let me do this before I go any further. This is a preemptive strike to all the uncivilized mutts who are going to find their way into my comment section, who don't give a damn about what I'm saying unless I'm saying something that's not.
Before I go on, Royal said he should be in prison for life. Royals, you need to just chill and let God be God, because if somebody getting bullied, they have a right to protect themselves. You saying that because look at this beautiful, young, intelligent, smart, educated black boy. Am I defending him? No. But let justice be justice. Let God be God. And chill.
Aligned with their ideologies. They don't give a damn about nothing I got to say unless it's something that messes with the status quo. If it interrupts the status quo, it makes them uncomfortable. Here they come. Here they come. So I just want to remind y'all that the Block Party has started. The Block Party has started. Now, if you come here and you comment and you act like you got some sense, you're welcome. You're welcome once, you're welcome twice.
I know that's right, Willie.
You say that back in the day, old school church. Welcome once, you're welcome twice, you're welcome. But if you come here on my channel and try to disrespect me in any type of way, I will treat you like everybody else treats you in life. I will disrespect you and neglect you. This is my channel.
Damn right.
It is a dictatorship, not a democracy. You ain't got no rights over here. You ain't got no rights.
See, y'all say I be tripping when I say this. You ain't got no rights over here. This is my channel. I do it like I want to do it. I talk about what I want to talk about. If you don't like what I say, you can leave. You have free will to leave. Aries are amazing. Said that they burned down the Black Lives Matter Plaza in D.C. because of Pumpkin King. Yeah, they still doing stuff to us.
My channel. Just like I don't have any rights on your channel. You have no rights over here. So I can hit that button and you out of here just like that. So if you want to engage in a meaningful conversation, if I say something that you don't like, that you disagree with, show me that you're an intelligent human being and challenge me with some intellect.
That's right.
Like, make a point to make me see things your way in an intellectual way, in a respectful way. Act like you got some damn home training. And we're going to be good, because here go the thing, fam. You don't have to agree with me. We don't have to agree at all. We don't even have to agree to disagree. But disrespect will not be allowed.
Hell no.
Moving on. So, because DC, y'all, you said it right, man. Because DC got it. He got it. Okay. Let me put the pick up again.
Ahmaud Arbery.
So here's Carmelo.
I forgot. Ahmaud Arbery. Let's please give respect to him and his family. Regina Smith, thank you. He the one was deleted in Atlanta just jogging. They showed the video. They killed him running down the street jogging like he was a runaway slave. I forgot about him. And the judge, white judge, was not playing. He gave them life. Father, son, and a stranger got life. Yes. And Felicia, you said you want the article. Which article? About the Central Park 5?
Carmelo is the black guy. And Austin is the white guy. at a track meet in Frisco, Texas, several days ago. Austin allegedly, not allegedly, everybody there said that Austin approached Carmelo and told him to move. You don't belong here. Get out the seat. Get out of this tent. You don't belong here. You ever heard that anywhere before? You don't belong here.
You don't belong
Somebody trying to
here.
tell you to move who ain't got no authority to tell you to move from somewhere? Move.
What they tell Rosa Parks, move, get out this seat, go to the back of the bus.
Move. Carmelo refused to move. And then he said, touch me. We'll see what happens. See what happens. The touch me was just a warning.
A
It was
warning.
just a warning. He touched him, and Carmelo didn't respond right away. But according to witnesses, when Austin grabbed Carmelo and tried to physically remove him, that's when all hell broke loose. Carmelo dug in his bag and grabbed a knife and stuck him in the chest. And that's where MAGA comes in. Woo! You see, MAGA used to bullying folks and pushing people around and getting whatever they want, how they want it. They don't care nothing about no law. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, fam, MAGA really don't care nothing about Austin Metcalf.
Nope.
That's right, I said it. MAGA cares nothing about Austin Metcalf. Austin Metcalf is being used by MAGA to support their political agenda. Just like Kyle Rittenhouse was, just like Daniel Perry was, just like George Zimmerman. They cared nothing about those guys. The only reason why they supported those guys, they gave money to those guys, was because they wanted to make sure.
Deb, what's not true? Deb disagreeing with everything Willie's saying. What's not true? He can prove everything that he's talking about right now. So I guess you mega. What's not true, Deb? I mean, damn. And Deidre, you absolutely correct. They still don't know who killed those twins. Now they talking about these two twins. Remember, these are twin white guys. One of them gone now. Both of the black twins gone. And a retired, he wasn't retired, he was a volunteer fire chief, took pictures of their bodies. And you could tell they was placed there. What do people do when they kill deers and they go hunting? They like to brag about their prey. Look what I did. Nobody saying nothing about those twins that were 19 years old. They found pow in the back of their head and they said it was suicide. Stop it.
That if they or someone they care about, somebody that they love, somebody that they know was accused of doing something similar, that they would not be held accountable. And that is the motherfucking truth. That's why they supported George Zimmerman. That's why they gave to the cause.
Yep.
They want to make sure, just in case they find themselves in the same position, or someone they know is found to be in the same position.
Do y'all know that Mega, they supported the guy that did the pow at the protest of George Zimmerman. They helped him fight his case. They paid for his defense. And George Zimmerman, they were on his side too. Mega. So Deb, what's the lie, Deb?
They will not be held accountable for their actions. That's what that's all about. See, you don't want me to tell it, because I'm going to tell it like a T.I. is.
Tell them. Regina remind us of Jalen Young, the truck driver. We can go on and on, Miss Smith. That's right, Randy. A sad world we live in.
These people, every time there's a tragedy that happens that goes against their ideologies, where one person involved is going against their ideologies, or if it's a black person specifically, especially if it's a black person.
Yep, back of the head.
The same people who are up in an uproar over this particular case are the same ones who donate money to police officers who illegally kill black folks and other folks who illegally kill black folks.
Did y'all know that y'all president stated that he was going to give immunity to every officer that delete people on the streets, no matter if they guilty or not? He was going to give them immunity. And y'all gonna say it's not racism in the United States? Okay.
They don't care nothing about these people who are actually doing the killing. All of these people are just pawns to them. Austin Metcalf is just a pawn. They do not care about Austin Metcalf. They care nothing about him. He is being used as a political ploy. He is a pawn. They are using him as a pawn. Now, I'm going to tell you in a minute why Carmelo Anthony raised that money that he raised. People raised that money for him, and why it was important to raise that money. Because right now, you got MAGA and all the rest of them, the ones that pretending that they're not MAGA, and then the coconut gang are saying things like, well, he shouldn't have a GoFundMe. They should take that down. That is disrespectful. He killed somebody. How is it that he's raised? These are the...
Carl Rittenhouse had a GoFundMe, and Mega supported him. But Carmelo Anthony can't have a GoFundMe. And a GoFundMe is what? Do y'all know what a GoFundMe is? GoFundMe comes from the people. How you gonna tell the people where to put their money? So they raised almost $1 million for this kid. And his parents were well off. Like I said, his dad had $250,000 for the bond. He's a financial manager, if I'm not mistaken.
Same uncivilized mutts who kept their mouth, who kept their traps closed as all these other folks was raising money who killed black folks. They ain't said nothing. What they did was quietly support them. They gave to those fundraisers. They did whatever they could to support them. But now all of a sudden, they care about a killer profiting off of the death of a so-called victim. Now they care. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Nope.
See, here's the deal. This is what I know about these people. This is what I know about them. I know them good. I know them.
Golden Heart said Rittenhouse got over $1 million and nobody complained about it. Right. This is what I don't understand. Are these people sane? For real, y'all. Are these people sane? Do they think black folks will always be at the bottom? Do they really believe that we were forever gonna be in bondage? Although we still don't have rights like they do, they still hold us back. But we strong people. We still fight. We still try to strive. Like the biggest lie ever told is black people lazy. My son played video games. He does a lot of blogging and gaming. You'll be amazed how many racist white folks on those video games calling him a monkey. You don't work. He like, brother, I work every single day. Have one child, take very good care of my child. Got my own place, drive my own car. What do you mean? But in their mind, we're the bottom of the barrel. We don't work. We about the cleanest people you ever want to meet. We can cook our ass off. We love hard. We keep our kids. We love our children. Even though if they bad as hell, we try to take care of our babies. Even if we get dogged by the baby daddy, we still take care of home. Then y'all lied and said we are welfare recipients. It just came out this year when Donald Trump got in office. It's more white folks on the system than black folks. So it's all these lies. When have y'all known slaves that can chill and don't work? How can a slave be lazy? Our ancestors had to be slaves. It's embedded in us to work. If black folks don't work, we not go eat. And that's what the Bible tells us. A man don't work, don't eat. So stop lying on my people. It's a lot of lazy Negroes, I know. It is a lot of lazy white folks, a lot of lazy Asians, a lot of lazy Hispanics. It's a lot of lazy people. Stop trying to just title us.
Very, very well. So all the slick talking that they try to do and try to jump in the comments and say things like, you're a race baiter. You just hate white people. He's just a racist. And God, man, you can say that. That's a deflection. Oh, I'm hip to that. You can't get me with that. You have to come with something else. I'm not going
True
to be
haters,
silent
Lisa.
so you can be comfortable. People donate to individuals accused of killing or harming black people for several disturbing and layered reasons. Number one, they have a shared ideology. See, the fact is, family, some donors identify with the accused, especially if the act is seen as defending law and order or protecting whiteness. They don't see black life lost. They see a patriot under attack.
Goes back to what I was saying. Black Lives Matter. Now, y'all see why we had the shirts and the hats and the signs and in the yard? Black Lives Matter, because they don't seem to think Black Lives Matter. So that's why we had that saying, Black Lives Matter. Hey, we over here. Y'all don't see us.
You got the anti-black sentiment. That's deep-rooted racism, and it makes it easy for people to dehumanize black victims. To them, the accused is the real victim because he's being held accountable. And boy, oh boy, they love political weaponizing. High-profile cases will often turn into culture war battlegrounds. Donations become a way to push back against movements like Black Lives Matter or other social justice reform.
I gotta keep stopping it, y'all, so I won't get in trouble. But baby girl said that the devil got this world. We need Jesus. Baby girl, if you read the word, all this is in there. He already knew this was gonna happen. It's written. It has to happen. Children being disobedient, the world turned upside down, a great falling away from the church, disobedient kids. It's all in there. And it's also said before the end of time, the head would be the tail would be the head, and they would kiss my people feet. And when he say my people, he states, my people will suffer the more. What set of people have suffered more than any other people in this world? My people shall suffer the more. And they still telling us he's a white man with blue eyes. One big lie. They even stole Jesus' identity. And y'all just keep letting them do it.
They can't stand.
Oh, we definitely always need Jesus, but you can't pray your way out of predestiny.
Black Lives Matter. We don't like it for other reasons, right? It ain't got nothing to do with trying to protect black folks from holding.
That's the question, y'all. Snowman asks, why did Carmelo kill the other young man? They were at a track meet. As you can see, they both athletes. And it was a storm. So in the midst of the track meet, so Carmelo, the black kid, he ran into their tent because it was close. And he sat down trying to get shelter till the storm went over. So the white kid, I forgot his name, y'all, he told him to get out of his tent. Carmelo was looking at him like, man, stop talking to me. You know how athletes are. Stop talking to me. So he got in his face and he said, pretty much, if you put your hands on me, you go mess around and find out. And he touched him, like pushed him. And he told him again, leave me alone. And his brother, the twin brother, walked up. And they both was in attack mode. And he reached in his bag. He grabbed a knife, swung around, and stabbed him in the chest. And it went in his heart, and he died.
Police officers accountable. They don't like it because of what it represents. What about the media influence? When the media frames the accused as sympathetic or highlights their side more than the victims, it generates public support, especially from audiences looking for reasons to justify violence. See, this is the typical thing that's done. This is how it's typically done. But typically,
Snowman asked me, do I think it's justified the killing of another child? We don't know how somebody will react in a situation, so I can't say, and we don't know all the details yet. I don't think murder is ever justified in my eyes unless they really harming your child or you got to protect your life. But I've never been in that situation. Actually, Snowman, I have. And I caught my first case over 50. When someone jumped into my vehicle and they attacked my disabled child who just beat cancer and I had to protect her. And I ended up being the villain and they jumped in my car. So who would have thought I would have ever been in that situation? So we don't never know what situation you might find yourself in. So it's hard to judge people because until you in that person's shoes, you can't say what you might do. He might have felt like his life was threatened. His parents moved to Texas for a better life because they didn't like him in the city life. So they moved down in Texas thinking he had better opportunity to go to better schools. And let me say this before I continue with Willie D. Y'all need to stop doing that. Stop taking your kids into a situation where they don't have no win because you think it's better for them to be around somebody that's nothing like them. I got to get them away from these ghetto hood rats, and I got to put them over here with Karen them. And their life end up being a living hell where they got to defend themselves every single day. They got to fight for their positions in life because they getting racially discriminated against. Those kids' lives be hell in those schools. They doing everything but spitting in those kids' face like back in the day. Stop thinking it's a better life being around them. Stop moving into neighborhoods you're not wanted in because you think it's better and it's safer. How is it safer? And they used to hang your ancestors. Tell me how that's a safer environment. And somehow we brainwashed to believe it's a better living. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't live in some neighborhoods or know some neighborhoods I don't want to live in because of my people. See, I go back and forth. It's some people that's brown I don't want to be around. It's places I go with brown folks that get on my damn nerves. They embarrass the shit out of us. They fight every weekend. Black on black crime is off the chain. So I'm not defending black people because they piss me off with a lot of dumb shit they do. But it's mostly these young folks out here. No respect at all. No fear of God at all. So it's not a color thing. It's a people thing. That's why I try to get y'all to understand. This is a people thing. Stop blaming black folks.
It's a white person who did the killing. It's a white person who is the accused. And when it's a white person, oh man, that fear and projection. Some people donate out of fear that they are someone. This is what I was saying earlier. They donate out of fear that they are someone they know could be next if held accountable for harming a black person. Their support becomes a form of self-preservation. And that's the biggest piece right there. That's the biggest piece of the puzzle. Fear and projection. They fear that they are someone they know could be next if held accountable for harming a black person. Their support becomes a form of self-preservation. Yeah, fam. See, that's what it's about. These donations are not just financial. They're ideological endorsements. Every dollar sent is a message. We're with you, not them. So let me break this down to y'all, fam, why it's important to continue to support Carmelo Anthony and any other black person who defends themselves against anybody. This is why it's important. Because, you know, one of the things that they like to do is make black people feel guilty for supporting a black person who defends themselves and somebody ends up dead or hurt, severely hurt.
Me. Could somebody please let me know if you still can hear me? Goodness. Somebody push yes if you still can hear me. Okay, thank you. I want to repeat what he just said, baby girl and Lauren. He said that they make us feel guilty when we standing with our people. But they do it all the time. I mean, they defend theirs non-stop. But we can't defend ours. If we defend ours, we racist? You know what racist is? A group of people try to oppress another group of people. We don't come against you guys. Y'all try to oppress us to keep us down. We don't try to keep you down, so we not racist. You try to keep us down. You don't want us to rise. You don't want us to have the same education. Donald Trump just said he's bringing back segregation. A group of people trying to oppress another group of people is racism. Do y'all know what racism is?
They ain't got no problem when they do it. But when black people do it, it's a problem. And they try to make black people feel guilty for supporting black victims. Black people who actually defend themselves. They try to make you feel guilty for getting money. They try to make you feel guilty for putting up a post. They try to make you feel guilty for sharing information about the good deeds of that person. They try to make you feel guilty for waiting on the evidence to come out. Not going in and attacking.
Antonio, that's not true. He said a punch or a hot word are just that. When you revent to violence and commit bodily harm, a crime. No, why you think people have the rights to bear arms? Why you think people can have a registered pow to defend themselves? And guess who put them out there? Mega. They said you can carry guns. You stand your grounds down in Florida. Like I said, Trayvon Martin was eating Skittles and George Zimmerman deleted him for no reason. You have the right to protect yourself. Just because my force come back harder than your force, you can't go crying victim because you didn't have the same force I had. That's why I just stated, Antonio, leave people alone. You don't have these issues. You don't know what bag somebody coming out of. Leave folks alone. How many times we didn't seen Karen on TV just walking and approaching up in people's face? As soon as somebody give her the business, she on the ground screaming and holler bloody murder. Leave folks alone.
That's the fundraiser right there, fam. If you want to donate, they got a $500,000 goal right now, and they're at $392,000. $392,249 as of 20 minutes ago.
Oh wow! I thought they had 1 million, but they getting close.
See, and here's another thing too. See, they didn't care about this fundraiser when it was at $50,000, and Austin's
right
Metcalf's fundraiser was at $250,000.
That's another thing. When his was Carmelo's was at 50,000, nobody cared. The other young man, his was almost $500,000. Nobody cared. Soon as they seen people supporting Carmelo, he had 392,000. Now it's a problem. He shouldn't be able to have a GoFundMe. What? This money coming from the people. It ain't coming from the government. This hard-earned money, people just donating. You don't have a right to tell people where to put their money.
They were very sitting back, coasting. They were comfortable. Next thing you know, Carmelo fundraiser passes Austin's fundraiser up. And now they want to know, wait a minute. How is this guy? How is he? He's a killer. How could he have more money given to him? How could he have more financial support than the guy he killed? You know how. You ain't never asked that question in the past.
Nope.
When you was giving money. And when you was watching people give money to people who killed black folks, you ain't had no problem with that money. You had no problem. Now it's a problem. Now that black people see that they have to support other black people when they find themselves in these type of positions for defending themselves. Because what they would do oftentimes with black people is, when a black person defends himself, they try to punish the black person in the media and in the courts, and in the courtrooms and in the court of public opinion. They try to destroy that black person.
Someone wanted to know his, Deborah wanted to know his GoFundMe. Yes, could y'all all please support this family? I don't care what color you are. We would like to see him have a fair defense. I'm not saying he's going to walk, but we want him to have a fair trial. And if you go to, I guess, just go on GoFundMe and put Carmelo Anthony fundraiser, because that's what I see. I'm not sure. I don't have the link. I can try to find out what it is, and I'll post it. But it's a mega trying to take Carmelo Anthony fundraiser. How can you take citizens' money? So if they take his, can they take the other guy fundraiser too? Come on, people, really?
This time, black folks said, nah, not so fast. We don't care what you say about Carmelo Anthony. That boy is a good kid. He come from a good home, a stable home. Now you
Can I address somebody real quick? Antonio, he's putting all caps. Please don't text me in all caps because like you yelling, okay? You learn that in school. Do not text in all caps. I can read very well. It say, Nina, he showed up to a track meet with a weapon. Carmelo made the decision to pull the knife out. No one else. These kids could be kids. That's not true. First of all, Texas already made it clear the knife he has was not illegal. Second, it was not a school ground, so he didn't break no law. See, you don't know all the story. Third, you need to ask yourself, why do this black kid have the need to carry around a knife in Texas? Maybe because it's racist, huh? Have you ever thought about that? Let me tell you about my son real quick. It's a short story. He was going to Marvin Sapp school, Pastor Marvin Sapp. He was getting bullied. He took like a screwdriver in his pocket. The summer school teacher seen it, called the police, have every squad in the city there. Pastor Marvin got mad because he told her, you should have called me first. Well, come to find out, he was being bullied, so he felt like he had to protect himself. And he didn't want to come home and feel like he was a snitch and tell me. So he got expelled from all Grand Rapids public schools. But once they heard the story, and we had the meeting with the Board of Education, with his dad, we had all the board from the Board of Education, the state of Michigan attorney, the state of Michigan school board attorney offered to pay my son tuition to go to a private school. She liked him so much because he was the star football player at Marvin Sapp School. My son was in, the 8th grade, had colleges looking at him. But guess what? I'm being a dumb parent. I let him go to the school his daddy went to, which majority black folks, Hispanics, white, let him go there because he wanted to be a star over there at Central High. And he ended up with some bad kids. He ended up meeting a chicken head. He ended up going the wrong way. And he started going to juvenile. The biggest, worst decision I ever could have made, I should have just let her pay for his tuition. But the deal was I hold him back. And he didn't want to be held back because he's a smart kid. But they said, if you hold him back, we will pay for his tuition next year. So he was like, Mom, please don't hold me back. And I didn't want to see him get held back for no reason, but that's what they wanted me to do, so I didn't do it. So you're wrong. The boy had a knife for a reason. He felt threatened somehow, so he had to defend himself. And did you know those twins, they're known bullies? Several people then came forth saying how they bully people, take their phones, break them, and push people around, throw their weight around. They mess with people non-stop. And folks are afraid of bullies.
They put the single mama on him. He got a loving father and mother who've been together 17 years. He got a mama that's been, that have 4 kids from the same man. Unlike some people that's serving right now in the White House.
Hold on, y'all. I have to go past this. Hold on. I can't let commercials show. I had to cut it down. Give me a second. Mark said he hoped he'd get a long sentence. Mark, you just as evil as he is if he did it intentionally, because you don't even know the whole facts and you want this young kid to get life. You don't even know what happened. What if this was your son? See, that's how I am with life. I always put myself in other people's shoes. What if something like that happened to one of my kids? Would I want the mercy of God on mine?
Was not a violent kid. In fact, he was the opposite. They say this guy was a peacemaker. They say this guy was a good kid. This ain't one person saying 2 people. This ain't
good
just
kid
saying this. This is the community that he lived in saying this. This is the students that go to his school saying this. The media ain't talking about how he saved a little kid's life. He saved another kid's life. Some little kid was drowning, and he jumped in the pool and saved his life. They ain't talking about that. They don't want y'all to know about that. I'm gonna tell you straight up, fam. I'm gonna tell you, and I need y'all to see my face when I say this. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Happy birthday, Phil Maya. Is that his last name? Alex. Happy birthday, Phil is 14. Shout out from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Enjoy your day.
Mainstream media ain't shit. They've been running the same play forever. Remember, fam, before that was the internet, before that was cable TV, that was ABC.
Snowman, I never said what kind of knife it was. Snowman said, don't act like he rung a butter knife. If you threaten, your parents and took you to Texas, one of the worst areas you probably could move to, and it was a high-end area. He was around rich, bougie kids, and Texas is racist if you like it or not. He probably was going through so much in those schools and he didn't want to tell his parents. So yes, he probably kept a weapon on him. If somebody bullying you every day, threatening you every day, calling you the N-word every day, you're going to feel threatened. I just gave you the story about my son. He never told me one time he was going through that. So he took it just in case they drumped him. I got something. Most kids don't go home and tell. So we don't know what all this kid was enduring. That's why I tell people, stop putting your kids in these areas thinking it's a better lifestyle, because it's not.
Then NBC, CBS. But before them, that was just newspapers, local newspapers. And they played on white fear of black folks. Anytime somebody said a crime was committed, they didn't have to have no proof. They just put a picture of a black man with his eyes, make him buck his eyes, and post it on the news, post it in the newspaper. A black man did it. They don't know what black man they all looking like to them. They start killing black folks. The media was complicit in that. The media, mainstream media, they did that. Every single, none of them are innocent. All of them participated. All of them. Those, especially those newspapers that you see that's been around for 150 years, 125 years, they all participated. 100 years, they all participated.
Yes, Deborah. The father have an essay charge. The white father. Now just think if that was the black father that had it. That's why they GoFundMe should be taken down. He SA'd somebody. The father. If that was the black father, it would be on every news outlet. If this kid had one juvenile record, it would be plastered all over the place. And guess what y'all don't realize that's happening? Something's missing. Let me tell you what it is. If these twins were innocent like they say they were, if they really didn't do nothing to Carmelo Anthony, if he was so violent, he just took a knife out his bag and just went ballistic, because the brother, the twin, he done told several different stories, y'all. If this all was true, don't you think they'd show the video? Y'all gonna tell me they ain't got videos, nobody got cell phones, everything is recorded. Have y'all thought about that? Wouldn't that video would have been all over the TV? Black boy just lose his mind and it's that white kid at track meet. It would be all over the place. The video would be showing non-stop. They're not showing no video. Why? Nobody recorded it. All the stuff that gets recorded, all the cameras everywhere. Nobody got video. And this was an argument before the fight started. I know kids. First thing they do is pull out their phone. They're not releasing video because it didn't happen like those twins said it happened. They were in that kid's face, they were bullying him, they were about to fight him, and he defended himself 2 against 1.
They hated that picture that got out. They ain't like that. Hated them like that.
Now look at the picture. Just pause for a minute, look at the picture. Normally, that's Pookie and Ray Ray. And that's an innocent little white kid. Look at the opposite. The boy dressed nice with a tie, A student, both parents, athlete, parents got money, daddy work every day, mom stay home like my parents were, and then you see the twins, they holding guns. You know what they said about that picture? Those guns wasn't real. That's what the media saying. Those weren't real guns. Do it look like they just some good kids that don't bother people? Let me get a closer view. Hold on. Let me let me get a little closer. Look at that. Look at that. They look like some soldiers. And look at that. Look at that. And look at that. I had to make that clear because we don't normally see this too much. You know, they don't talk about this kind of stuff.
They didn't like that. When that picture got out. They're trying to suppress the story, the truth of this story. And I don't even really got to get all into the truth, what the truth is. But I'm just talking about the...
Snowman, stop lying. He trying to say he stabbed him to death. He stabbed that boy one time and ran. He was so scared he did it and ran. And when they caught up with him, because he didn't leave the field, he was still in the area. And when they caught up with him, the first thing he asked the police was, the kid okay? So you're lying. See, people like you are the reason why a lot of innocent people go to jail, because you fabricate a damn story. You wasn't there and you did not hear that on the news. So that's just a blunt-faced lie. He stabbed him and ran. But he stabbed him to death. Man, get out of here, man. Like he stabbed him over and over and over. He didn't even realize he stuck him in it. He didn't even know where he stuck him at. As far as he knew, he stuck him in the arm. He didn't know where he stuck him at. He just did it and ran. Do that sound like somebody that's not afraid? They came for violence? No, because he would have stayed there and probably did it a few more times. He ran.
I'm just talking about how I'm talking about the hypocrisy of it. I'm talking about all these people that's got something to say that had nothing to say. When all of these white boys was killing black folks and getting all this money. It was like they was rewarding them. It's like, you kill a black person, you get caught up, okay, we're going to reward you. It was like, it's almost
Sandra
like
Blair, Texas.
Rewarding black folks.
Yes, Miss Deborah.
Rewarding people who kill black folks.
Nobody talking about her.
So let me break it down to you. For all the black people out there who might be on the fence.
Snowman, what's your race? Because I'm about to delete you. I'm not going to go back and forth because you're just trying to make these white kids innocent and this black kid is so good. There's pictures of Carmelo with a gun too. Ha ha. He's not, whatever, goodbye. You know what, Snowman got to get off my channel. I ain't got time for this shit because I'm about to snap and I know my temper. So let me go and erase Snowman. Okay, yeah, let's carry on. Had to get rid of Snowman.
Who might be under some pressure to support black people who defend themselves. Word on the street is Austin Metcalf was a bully.
A bully.
And I'm not going to say, oh, it's sad that he died, because I know that's what y'all want to hear. I'm not saying that. Y'all wouldn't say that. Y'all wouldn't say that it was sad that the brother died if he had been a bully. Y'all would just say, yeah, he got what he deserved. I'm not going to go as far as y'all would go. But I tell you this, black folks got to start riding for our own, especially when one of us fights back instead of laying down. Because guess what? And we got to support each other financially. Because guess what that do? That lets the brother or the sister who fights back know that they're not alone.
Yes, Sandra, several people were afraid of the twins. They were big-sized kids. Carmelo, I think he's like 6 feet tall, but they were big-sized kids, and they used to throw their weight around. Several people has come forth and said they've been bullies all over the school. And I don't think it's just black folks. They would mess with everybody. They were bullies. Have you ever experienced a bully? Have you ever been around somebody that's getting bullied? I had to take up for some people that was getting bullied when I was growing up. I can't stand a bully. So we don't understand what these kids go through on a daily basis. These kids go through hell and havoc. So sometimes they might hurt themselves. Thank God he didn't go home and hurt himself, because some kids delete themselves for getting bullied at school. Parents need to start checking their damn kids.
That lets them know that they're not going to be out here all by themselves, and everything is going. We're going to leave them all out here by themselves. They got to know that. That's what the other side do every time one of them violate a black person. That's what they do with it. That's what they're saying when they give that money. That's what they're telling them. We with you. We hear you. We see you. That's what they're doing. Money talking bullshit run a marathon. So we can talk all that stuff about, man, that's wrong what they did to the brother. That's wrong what they did to the sister. Put your money where your mouth is.
No, he's not Carmelo Anthony's son.
Especially when one of us fights back instead of laying down and taking abuse. When the system is built to reward your silence and punish your resistance, self-defense becomes an act of rebellion. But here's the game. When a black person protects themselves, even legally, they don't just fight off an attacker. They end up fighting the courts, the media, and public opinion.
Yep.
That's why financial support ain't just a charity. It's a strategy. It's saying, we got your back for having eyes. It's how we send a message to the world. You don't get to demonize us for surviving. You don't get to demonize us for wanting to live. You don't get to demonize us for wanting self-dignity and respect. Because truth is, they don't want strong black people who defend themselves. They want docile targets. If we don't support our warriors, they're going to keep picking us off one by one.
Put us back in slavery.
Now that's some truth for your ass. Do y'all see how resilient they are? They will support people who they know are cold-blooded murderers. And then they try to villainize people who support a kid who was defending himself from a bully. win at all costs. And they are quick to put their money where their mouth is. We ain't that quick, but we're getting there now. We're slowly getting there. Rapperholics say, why are you only saying MAGA? It's the racist Democrats too. The racist Democrats are MAGA. The Rapperholics. Hold on, let me let you see my face, man. This is what I've been trying to tell y'all. The racist Democrats are MAGA. They're all in the same game. They just don't wear the hat.
Right.
But they got the same ideologies.
With Sophos.
Hold on, y'all. I can't show his commercials. I'll get in trouble. Let me turn it around while the commercial playing. I don't want to come off to be like, I don't care about that kid dying, because I do. Do I feel for his parents? Yes, I do, because I'm a mother. I couldn't even imagine. Because I don't know what my kids do when they're out of my sight. I will hope they're not being bullies. I will hope they're not doing something to hurt somebody, because I don't want anybody hurting my children. So, no, I don't want anything to happen to my kids. So I don't wish that on nobody. Parents not supposed to bury their children. But as we know, when kids not in our sight, they may do anything. I'm just not one of the parents say, my child wouldn't do that. My child was a good kid. My child is a good kid around me. And sometimes they ain't good around me. So I put the same mercy and grace on people that I want in return. Before we go on, we need to pray for that mom and dad who lost their son. Okay? We need to send prayers that way. We're not saying as black folks we celebrate, oh, we got one. We not like y'all. They not like us. We don't get down like that. That's what you are doing. So just because we're saying, give this brother some grace and mercy because they were being bullied, y'all think we racist because that's what you guys do. You've been doing it for over 400 years. This is y'all normal. But y'all never thought the day of the Bible, the part of the Bible when he said the head will be the tail and the tail will be the head, you never really believed God that it would start turning. And it's starting to turn. I'm shocked to see so many black people standing up. Because normally we so separated from the Willie Lynch letter. We so messed up in the mind, we hate each other. Oh, you got this call the news. Black on black crime is horrible. So to see us stand up and say, hey, wait a minute, that's one of ours. We got to fight with him like y'all fight with y'all's. It feel kind of damn good. It feel kind of damn good. And I hope more young people would see this and they will learn something. Because actually, to be honest, I am mad at Carmelo Anthony. I'm mad at that kid. Even though I love him and don't know him. You know why I'm mad? Because you allowed two bullies to destroy you. It wasn't worth it, baby. I would have left out the tent laughing. But knowing them, they would have started fighting him. He would have had to fight. But see, Carmelo, well, you didn't think, sweetheart. You should have allowed them to attack you. And play Karen. Oh! They attacked me. They would have lost their scholarships and everything. I would have fell out and threw up grits and cornflakes. Oh, I'm scared. You should have played Karen on their ass. You get people where it hurt. Why y'all think white folks always take people to court? They get you in your pockets. You destroy people where it hurt. Now you didn't hurt yourself. Don't hate somebody that much where you self-destruct. So I hope people learn something from this. Because from now on, if I see anybody come to me being racist, I'm Karen. You just call me Karen. I should get a Chuck E. Cheese hat. I'm a snitch. You better not. Because I'm just going to fall out and just in a seizure. I'm not playing. Y'all ass going to jail dealing with me. I'd rather see your record messed up than see you in the grave. No, I want you to stay here. I want you to stay here so you can remember what you did to me every day. But he's back on. Let me turn it around.
That has ever happened to black folks in this country has happened on the Democrats' watch or the Republicans' watch. If the Democrats love us so much while bad things were happening to us, just like what's going on right now, why aren't they doing something? Why aren't they just going crazy?
I'm opening
Why
my
aren't
candy
they
if y'all hear the
tearing
noise.
down? Why aren't they doing anything to stop it? Because I know
Good night, Ryan.
when Obama was in office and the Democrats had the Senate and the House, hell, it seemed like the damn Republicans was in control because they were still doing whatever the hell they wanted to do. They didn't give a damn about Obama being in control.
Something didn't happen.
And many times it looked like he had no control.
Oh my God.
A lot of those mayors and those governors, man, they can protest. They can do things. They can hold their nuts on the president if they want to. What are these senators and Congress people and state reps and city council members, all these people, what are they doing? Every single atrocity that's ever happened to black folks has happened under the Democrats' watch or the Republicans' watch. Now let's talk about the Republicans. The Republicans say, well, we don't have to do anything for you because you didn't vote for us. But they still court our vote every campaign, every election cycle. They're still trying to get the black vote. They still want that vote because they know every little bit counts. And they got a significant piece
Yeah, I
of
love
that
Willie
vote
D.
this time around.
That old boys.
Like somewhere in the neighborhood of 15, 17%, it's still a significant number. So, if the Republicans really want our vote, and they really care so much about the vote, and they really despise us being loyal to the Democrats, why don't the Republicans just at one time say, okay, now that we're in control, we know that you didn't vote for us, but watch this. Watch this, black people. Watch me do something for you. Watch this. Why they won't do that? Why don't the Republicans just start doing shit for black folks and then next thing you know, Democrats get ran out of business? Why don't they just start doing things for black folks? Why don't they
That's
make
right.
sure that black people get justice?
Felicia.
That's all they really gotta do.
Mine's paying
If
tricks
they
on
really
me.
care, if they really righteous, why they won't do it? Why won't the Republicans go ahead and prove to us that you really want to vote when you're not in office?
Thank you,
What about when the
Stephanie.
Democrats are in office and the Republicans on the outside? How about the Republicans show the blacks that they really care about them more than the Democrats by doing whatever power that they have? How about do something?
Okay, y'all, I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. I was supposed to keep stopping and I didn't. I was too busy watching Willie D. Let me tell you why I choose Willie D as one of my online mentors. And I like showing his videos, to commentate off his videos. Because our black men supposed to lead. Black women supposed to listen and allow them to lead. And Willie D is one of these profile brothers that want to make a difference in the black community. So I listen to him. I follow his lead. I'm not in competition with him because I'm on YouTube. I'm not trying to steal his content. I love how the brother lead. He a strong black man who had a career in rapping. You know, got a beautiful home. I don't know if he's married or not. Willie called me. I'm just playing. But anyway, this is why I choose his channel. I love to see black men in a lead role because we need that. Our children need that. Our women need that. We think we know it all, ladies, but we don't. I don't know about y'all. I want to be led. I want to be a submissive woman to a good man. I want to see brothers come in our community and take over, and we got to listen to the plan. A man without a plan is a fool, and my black race is all over the place. We all over the place. We need more Willie D's. So that's why I chose his channel to watch, and I'm going to be showing more of his videos. I'm trying to reach out to him. I want y'all to go over to his channel and show him some love. And I want you to say that you came from Unbreakable Strong Woman and say she's trying to reach you, Mr. Willie. Because I'm trying to reach him personally. When I say he's my mentor, I have people that I watch. And I learn by seeing and hearing. That I never met personally. But they have changed my life tremendously and they don't even know it. Love Dorsey is another one of my mentors. Never met her in person. This girl has completely changed my life. Hold on, y'all. I'm choking. Hold on. I almost killed myself. I was choking up kids. I almost killed myself. It is still stuck right here. That's what I get for trying to talk and eat. But this your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Thank y'all for your time tonight. Please make sure you watch 2 videos every day. Go check out Willie D and several others. Without you guys, we're nothing. We love your opinion, even if sometimes I don't agree. But what I won't do is let you be racist on my channel. That's why I had to delete Snowman. He was taking it somewhere else. He kept on making his little comments, and then he started going the wrong way. And I'm not going to allow that on my channel. I'm okay, y'all. I'm choking, but I'm okay. It's like right here, y'all. I can breathe. I wouldn't breathe in a minute ago. I was going to run downstairs with Chuck E. Cheese like, help me. My brother down there. But I'm okay. My son in the other room, he would have helped me. But I won't do that again. I'm sitting there eating peppermint. Hard candy. Trying to talk and it went down. Woo! Y'all must witness something. But I'm okay. But yeah, please pray for both families. It's really not a winner in this situation, y'all. It's really not a winner. And it shows you how racist this world is because the white people over here, the black people over here, and it's the time we should come together as a people and say, man, what can we do about these kids? We can't. So how the kids gonna learn if the parents acting a fool? But I love you all. Thank you, Frankie. 2 videos a day. Please make sure you push the like button. Please make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed to the channel, push that bell to get all notifications. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully Like I said, I'm trying to rebuild my channel because my channel keep going down. I got this stalker girl. Everything is coming against me. Y'all don't understand. Last night, I cried. Let me tell you why I cried. I cried and I prayed and I prayed and I cried and I played my church music all night till 6 in the morning. I'm trying to learn how to edit. I'm trying to learn how to do all this stuff because I'm like, Lord, hold on, y'all. Let me get my water. I said, Lord, I'm trying to stay afloat. And the devil coming against me. And I said, Lord, you the one that told me step out on faith on YouTube. So I did it. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm trying to get this out. And why is everything coming against me? I mean, I cannot sleep. I was so upset. And all of a sudden, the song came in my head. I just can't give up now. I come too far from where I started from. I was in a car, y'all. Nobody told me the road would be easy. See the devil? Try to stop me from saying it. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. And God said to me, keep doing your videos. You always got something to say. The people love you. Even the ones that don't like you love you because they keep watching. You stepped out on faith and was monetized in 45 days. You got almost 65,000 subscribers in a year. Only God can do that. Only God. I don't care who come against me. I don't even care if it's YouTube. My mail will not go to the wrong address. What's mine is mine. Perseverance. I'm going to keep striving. I'm going to keep showing up. When you keep showing up, when you keep pushing, it got to work. It got to work. The universe has to deliver to you. Sometimes God tests you like he tests Job. I wonder if she going to waver. Go ahead and test her, Satan. Take her channel all the way down almost to the beginning and see what happens. I kid y'all not. I don't do YouTube for money. I'm blessed that I get a little money from YouTube, but I don't do YouTube for money. I was doing this on Facebook for free for years. It's a passion of mine to talk, to help people, to see change. It comes from here. So when you do something you love, you don't care if you get paid for it. Every so often I write stuff down. That's why I don't remember names. But most of the stuff I talk about, y'all, it comes straight from the dome. And when I get out here, because I'm about to start traveling, doing some motivational speaking, or whatever you want to call it. I guess it ain't going to be motivational speaking. It's my testimony and life stuff. I'm not writing nothing down. I'm just going to cater to my audience, whoever I see, and I'm asking God to lead my tongue. Because that's the only way to be authentic. So, once again, like I said, please support the channel. YouTube has changed my life. It has changed my life a lot. But the devil is busy and trying to destroy it. Especially from this mod girl I had to delete. I'm so glad that God showed me the devil before the devil got too close to me. So glad I made it. I made it through. Marvin Sapp, my homeboy. So if you see me cry, I'll talk to y'all later. Just a sign that